Hi, my name is Chris Olson. I am majoring in biology and minoring in Asian studies. And just like many other people at FIU, I'm trying to get into med school. One interesting fact about me, I am a competitive climber. I consider that interesting just because there probably aren't that many other people here in Miami who do that compared to somewhere else where that might be a more common sport. Um, so why am I taking artist persuasion? Two reasons. The first of which is that it satisfies an honors requirement. The second is that Winter is teaching it, and he's awesome. So I had him in fall and spring, so I definitely want to have him again. He was great. So what's particularly sparks my interest in art and propaganda? To be honest, before watching that introductory YouTube video, I didn't really have much regard for that subject, but that was a few hours ago when I watched it. But I don't know. Now I kind of want to learn more about it. Just get a better understanding of what constitutes propaganda. Just sort of expand my understanding of how propaganda molds, influences society, because it's just so encompassing a field. So what is art to me? I have a very strange relationship with art. I think I should probably start at like a little story. So about 3 years ago, a friend and I, we both co-founded a organization. It's a civic ecology center in Little Haiti called the Center for Subtropical Affairs. And what that location is a sort of a center where we teach horticultural, like botanical, ecological, like related skills to people in that community, and then they can become entrepreneurs and just give them skills they need to sort of start their own businesses and expand and help that community grow a bit more. Just from that angle, essentially, and naturally, what we work with a lot of artists because it's in that Little Haiti Wynwood area, and that's a lot of artists in that area. And I have, after 3 years, I've basically seen it all. A lot of weird, wacky characters and a lot of art that I never thought I would ever see. Yeah, I've seen the lows and the highs of the art world. For example, when Art Basel happened a few months ago, we worked a booth at Untitled at Miami Beach. So I met all these artists, spoke with them for a bit, and they're super interesting. And then I've also seen the complete inverse of that. Just really weird characters and just bizarre art that I can't even give really examples of, just because it's almost inappropriate, just considering how weird it is. Just as an aggregate of all these experiences that I've had with art, I've sort of come up with my own definition of what art is. To me, art is like like a tool that somebody uses to accomplish something, and that it's very broad, but naturally art is also quite broad. Like, for example, the art of blacksmithing, or it's somebody uses this trade to get an end goal. And just as with more traditional art, you draw things or you sculpt or whatever that art may be to have another outcome, which is you make people feel something. So that's kind of what art is to me, and that's also hugely encompassing. So what is propaganda to me? Just from reading through some of the sources in that YouTube video, it seems, just my understanding is that propaganda is like the art of influencing somebody to do something to your benefit. I'm not really sure if that's right, but that's sort of what I understand thus far. And because it's something so general, you really experience that anywhere. If you go shopping, anywhere where there's advertisements. I think that was an example that person mentioned. Yes, and anything that sort of influences you to do something that otherwise or before coming across that sort of article of propaganda you might not have done otherwise. I think that's probably a good way to define what that is. So yeah, I think that's probably good.